are here. And feel free to stand if you would like. We're going to do a song that probably everybody should know. We really like you to clap and sing along. So again, you're more than welcome to stand up with me if you'd like. One of y'all got to stand. Stand up!
About a year ago now, in London, Sunday Assembly started, and it kind of in which she becomes a mentor and sort of this spiritual and just different guider towards Seeley, who was the protagonist of the story. So I'll just right. The helped are those who are enemies of their own racism. They shall live in harmony with the citizens of the world, and not with those of their ancestors, which has passed away, and which they shall never see again. Helped are those born of love, conceived in their father's tenderness and their mother's orgasm. For they shall be those, numbers of whom be called illegitimate, whose spirits shall know no boundaries, and whose eyes shall reveal the spark of the love that is their own creation. They shall know joy equal to their suffering, and they will lead multitudes into dancing and peace. Helped are those too busy living to respond when they were wrongfully attacked. On their walks they shall find mysteries so intriguing as to distract them from every blow. Helped are those who find something in creation to admire each and every hour. Their days will overflow with beauty, and their darkest dungeon will offer gifts. Helped are those who receive only to give. Always in their house will be the circular energy of generosity, and their hearts a beginning of a new age on earth, when no keys will be needed to unlock the heart and no locks needed on the doors. Helped are those content to be themselves. They will never lack mystery, and their lives and the joys of self-discovery will be constant. Helped are those who love the entire cosmos rather than their own tiny country, city, farm, for those will be shown the unbroken web of life and the meaning of infinity. Helped are those who live in quietness, knowing neither brand name nor fad. They shall live every day as if in eternity, and each moment shall be as full as it is long. Helped are those who love others, unsplit off from their faults. To them will be given clarity of vision. Helped are those who create anything at all, for they shall relive the thrill of their own conception and realize a partnership in the creation of the universe that keeps them responsible and cheerful. Helped are those who love the earth, their mother, who willingly suffer that she may not die. In their grief over her pain, they will weep rivers of blood, and in their joy in her lively response to love, they will converse with the trees. Helped are those whose every act is a prayer for harmony in the universe, for they are the restorers of balance to our planet. To them will be given the insight that every good act done anywhere in the cosmos welcomes the life of an animal or a child. Helped are those who risk themselves for others' sakes. To them will be given increasing opportunities for ever greater risk. Theirs will be a vision of the world in which no one's gift is despised or lost. Helped are those who strive to give up their anger. The reward will be that in any confrontation, their first thoughts will never be of violence or of war. Helped are those whose every act is a prayer for peace. On them depends the future of the world. Helped are those who forgive. The reward shall be forgetfulness of every evil done to them. It will be in their power, therefore, to envision a new earth. Helped are those who are shown the existence of the Creator's magic in the universe. They shall experience delight and astonishment without ceasing. Helped are those who laugh with a pure heart. Theirs will be the company of the jolly righteousness. Helped are those who love all the colors of human beings, as they love the colors of animals and plants. None of their children, nor any of their ancestors, nor any plants themselves shall be hidden from them. Helped are those who love the lesbian, the gay, and the straight, as they love the sun, the moon, and the stars. None of their children, nor any of their ancestors, nor any parts of themselves shall be hidden from them. Helped are those who love the broken and the whole. None of their children, nor any of their ancestors, nor any of themselves shall be despised. Helped are those who do not join mobs. Theirs shall be the understanding that to attack in anger is to murder in confusion. Helped are those who find the courage to do at least one small thing each day to help the existence of another, plant, animal, river, or other human being. They shall be joined in the multitude of the timid. Helped are those who lose their fear of death. Theirs is the power to envision the future in a blade of grass. Helped are those who love and actively support the diversity of life. They shall be secure in their differentness. Helped are those who know.
Thank you, Kat. We're going to take our theme a little bit deeper right now. Here today we have Terry Boyd. Terry has taken time from his really busy schedule of teaching philosophy at Vanderbilt and working on his dissertation. All right, Terry.
Right. How does that sound? Is that loud or is it about right? Okay. All right. So, given the theme of our session today, we're going to be thinking about acceptance. And the way I wanted to approach this topic is, I think, the way any good philosopher should, and it's with a question. And so the question that I'm going to pose or try to deal with is, what exactly have we accepted? The way I'm going to approach this is I want to do sort of a presentation and analysis of some of the major themes of the great atheist philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche, and try to, I guess, give a sense for his sort of important and I think often misquoted claim that God is dead. The way I'm going to approach this is I'm going to try to give sort of a very brief conception of what philosophy is about, try to give sort of a short historical narrative, and then use Plato and Nietzsche as bookends of sorts, as sort of like two countervailing forces in the history of philosophy. So to begin with Plato, what Plato's whole project is about coming to understand the truth of the world as it is in itself, past our perceptions. So the kind of question that Plato would ask would be something like this. We know, given our perceptions, that there are beautiful things in the world, like it's a beautiful day outside. There's a bunch of beautiful people here in the audience today. We've heard beautiful music. But the question that Plato wants to ask is there some such thing that all of those things have in common? What is beauty? What is beauty in itself? Likewise, he wants to ask a similar kind of question. All you beautiful people here come in all different shapes, sizes, and colors, but presumably we're all humans, and there is something distinctive about us that transcends all of the changes and various transformations that we may have. We grow, we die, all these things. We live, we die, we're born, but something about us presumably transcends that, the human essence, the beautiful, the good, justice. All of these things are what Plato is looking to define. So you might say, one way of thinking about what philosophy is it is speculative discourse that looks to define either the universal features of human experience or the foundational aspects of reality as it is. Are we with it so far? Now, some people will make a similar kind of claim that once philosophy has actually achieved these goals, we might call it the foundations of a science. So, for example, Isaac Newton has a famous book. It's called Principia Mathematica, or that's generally how it's referred to. But the real name of that book, or the full title of that book, is Philosophiae Naturalis Principia Mathematica. That is, it's the mathematical principles of natural philosophy. Isaac Newton saw himself as a philosopher. Before physics was physics, it was natural philosophy. Newton was the person who got the vocabulary right. And so that's one way of thinking about what philosophy is about, trying to get the language right. Now, for Plato, he thought that if you got the language right, and if you learned to reason properly, you could just do anything. You could know the truth of the human essence. You could know exactly how to design a society to like yield a real life utopia here on earth. I mean, that's what his famous book, The Republic, is all about, like how to organize that. So for Plato, knowing the truth, that kind of truth, would set us free. But then the question is, free from what? It's freedom from the murkiness and confusion of normal human perceptions, freedom from uncertainty and the kinds of conflicts that emerge as a consequence to that uncertainty, freedom from change and disarray and disorganization, and among other things, freedom from death. Because whatever it is, that essence of humanity, whatever that is, it is eternal, it's unchanging. Now, obviously, that theme and ideas like it have resonated around, the history of the world, the history of philosophy, and have had, enormous effects on our society. And I'd imagine that many of us have encountered worldviews that compel us to believe that what is essential about us is from some other realm, belongs to a more perfect, higher reality, belongs to something that we could not understand with our finite bodies and with our finite minds. But what you may also notice is that in the move to compel us to believe that the truth is some kind of other world, some kind of other place, we retroactively denigrate ourselves as changing, decaying, transforming, not perfect, not eternal. That is, our bodies become secondary to this higher form of truth. So let's just come back for just a second and think about the conception of truth that we might attribute to Plato. That is, getting this language right, the truth of the world that is beyond our own world, getting it correct. It has the unintended consequence of compelling us to live within our own world as an illusion. We live within our own existence as if this world, the real world, the one that we live in day to day, is the illusory world. And we end up compelled to live within the scope of those rigid illusions. Now, along with this comes a brand of ethical life, a brand of ethical life that compels us to hide what we are, to cover our bodies, to stifle our instincts, to not be able to see ourselves for what we really are. And in this worldview, to pursue the truth of human nature is to pursue the eternal essence, that which is unchanging, that which remains in the afterlife. But since there is no afterlife, the pursuit of human nature on this model is more like the pursuit of our own deaths. If nothing else, it makes us small and unable to see ourselves for what we are. And for Nietzsche, this worldview emerged in the deep desire to control what we fear the most, the unknown. And the greatest unknown, of course, is death. So to get control over the concept of death, we pursue our own deaths in a sort of transformed image because it can be eternal, whereas we cannot. And the thing is, the real world is full of confusion, it is full of conflict, and it is full of uncertainty. But it's the only one we've got. In trying to get control of this chaotic dynamism, we've simply masked its reality. We've coped with our fears by doing what we do best, by telling stories, creating images, creating illusions, and by convincing ourselves that there is another world where our fears can be allayed, where things remain perfect, and where things are not susceptible to the uncertainty of life. We've woven with our words a realm of the eternal and that which does not pass away, and we have called it the true world. And on Nietzsche's view, this is how the true world became a fable, and human nature with it. In this move, to the extent that we are so focused on the eternal and unchanging, we divest ourselves of what makes us interesting and powerful, that we are creative, artistic, dynamic, and unpredictable. For Nietzsche, human beings are by nature accidental artists, creators of beautiful values, stories, myths, and worldviews. And with this particular myth, that of the eternal world and its implications, we've just outdone ourselves. Plato was too good. He's too good at what he did. He says that we're like poets, Nietzsche says. We're like poets with otherworldly mastery who have gotten caught in the web of our own verse. And it's time to cut the threads and anything that's attached to it. And hence, the death of God. For Nietzsche, though, it's important to note that this is not a strictly theological claim. It extends to any vision of truth that imagines that what we see in this world is somehow anchored in the absolute conditions of some other kind of reality. So this quote is often taken to signify a kind of triumph, a victory over the domineering force of God, over false religion, over the oppressive and destructive moral demands of the eternal. And on one level, it is all of these things. But for Nietzsche, it is not yet a triumph. The quote is taken from his book, The Gay Science, written in 1882, and it also appears in a variation in Thus Spoke Zarathustra. It appears in the story of the madman who wanders, fraught with confusion, searching by daylight in the midday for anyone who has seen God. And here's the quote. He says, "Who gave us the sponge to wipe away the entire horizon? What were we doing when we unchained this earth from its sun? Whither is it moving now? Whither are we moving? Away from all suns? Are we not plunging continually backward, sideward, forward, in all directions? Is there still any up or down? Are we not straying as though through an infinite nothing? Do we not feel the breath of empty space? Has it not become colder? Is it not continually closing in on us? Do we not need lanterns lit in the morning? Do we hear nothing as yet of the noise of the grave diggers who are burying God? Do we smell nothing as yet of the divine decomposition? Gods too decompose. God is dead. God remains dead, and we have killed him." This is no triumphant claim. This is a tragic one that means to detail what we've lost in the acceptance of this deed. And so the question, again, what exactly have we accepted? We've accepted that this mundane existence of flesh, bone, sinew, and blood will yield all the beauty and truth that will ever be witnessed. That this amazing planet that we inhabit, hurtling across space and time, carrying all of our hopes, dreams, illusions, and fantasies, is a product of mere chance, a lucky roll of the dice whose significance is as transient as everything else and will not survive beyond the last human breath. We've accepted that there will be no legislators from on high, that the standard of our behavior will be set by no outside force, that the meaning of good, evil, and injustice will be the product of our own actions, overseen by no one but ourselves. We've accepted that there will be no cosmic reward for the good that we do in this life, and there will be no punishment for the evils. We've accepted that there will be no redemption. We've accepted that it will be through the force of our own will, desire, determination, and creativity that we will create the meaning and purpose of this life. The path is open, and our only guides will be others like us, others with finite perspectives, others with hopes, dreams, loves, uncertainties, insecurities, and fears, other silly, mostly hairless primates, still reeling in the rapid rise of civilization and technology, coping with the conditions of a new world, one whose environment is not at all like the one for which we evolved. It is only to them, only to us, that we may appeal for answers, and they will not come easily. We've accepted that there will be no neat, ready-made answers. What we've accepted is a cold, dark, quiet, meaningless universe. This is the perspective of the nihilist, that life, existence, the universe have no inherent meaning, and that meaning can only be supplied by us. And where would one even begin with such an immense responsibility? The meaning of the whole universe divined by us. But it just seems crazy, right? But But as much as this condition can be a tragic and terrifying one, calling upon what we've always done best, we can consider a way forward. Nietzsche says, he asks, how will we comfort ourselves, the murderers of all murderers? What was holiest and mightiest of all that the world has ever owned, has bled to death under our knives. Who will wipe this blood off of us? What water will there be to clean ourselves? What festivals of atonement? What sacred games shall we have to invent? Is not the greatness of this deed too great for us? Must we ourselves not become gods simply to appear worthy of it? There's never been a greater deed, and whoever is born after us, for the sake of this deed, he will belong to a higher history than all history hitherto. And so the paradox is that it is from this darkness that the call for the recognition of our role as creators issues. The point is, we've been doing it all along and pretending or accepting that this brand of creation could be authorized from elsewhere, from up above, or from some other place. But now it's here in the space of the opening left behind from this loss that the quiet and crucial question arises. What will we be? Or better yet, what will we become? And what will it mean, without anchoring principles, to seek the truth of humanity? Nietzsche's way of thinking about truth and its pursuit gives us a way of framing this project. Truth for Nietzsche is an ever-transforming series of stories, hypotheses, symbols, images, mixed with myth, metaphor, faith, confusions, half-truth, and convenient fictions. This conception of truth has built into it, however, a demand. It is a call to constantly question. It is a call to constantly rethink, revise, and recreate. It is a call to never rest on what you've been told and to accept that to pursue truth is, for those of us who still pursue it, an unending and unpredictable journey, perhaps leading us nowhere, or at least nowhere in particular. For Nietzsche, the meaning of truth is as follows. This is my favorite quote in the history of philosophy. Truth is a mobile army of metaphors, metonymies, and anthropomorphisms. In short, it is a sum of human relations that has become poetically and rhetorically intensified, transposed and adorned, and has become to a nation fixed, canonic, and binding. Truths are illusions of which we've forgotten that they are illusions. They are metaphors that have become worn out and have lost their sensuous powers. They are coins that have lost their image and are no longer of account as coins, but merely as metal. So in pursuit of truth with our myths and metaphors, we've always created the world in our image. And once upon a time, powerfully, we did it by creating a master, one who controls, one who is Lord, and one who rightfully presides over the universe by decree of his singular will. But that is no longer our story. What we've accepted is that we've been creators all along, and we now have the opportunity to ask ourselves how we will recreate the world in our image this time. I get the feeling that what we are doing here now is the start of such a narrative. And I guess the details of that story are not what is important. What matters is that when we tell our tale, we do it creatively, we do it honestly, we do it dynamically, we do it forcefully, and most importantly, we do it together. Thank you.
All right, we're going to do another song for y'all, or we're all going to do a song is what I should say. So hopefully everybody's familiar with this one as well. Okay, you're more than welcome to stand, no pressure, but you're more than welcome to. I hate to tell people to, but okay. everybody. Nice. So we're going to do the moment of reflection. Oh, we're going to go right into Don't Stop? All right, cool. We got another song for you. James is going to lead this one because he sings higher than I do. And he's awesome.
Y'all definitely feel free to stand up and sing along with us. And I think you know this one too. Thanks so much, guys.
Me again. My name's Chris, and when we first decided to do acceptance as our theme for this month, I wasn't really sure where to go with it. It's a complex topic that you can approach from a lot of angles. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of give you a history on how I came to this place and what my vision is for what I would like in my personal life to feel accepted. So I grew up in Jamaica. It's a third world country, and religion is supreme. I didn't know there was such a thing as atheism or even the rejection of the idea of God. I remember being in Sunday school and just as a curious child, not trying to make trouble, asking, well, if God made everything, who made God? It's not deep, it's not profound, it's just a child asking a question. But for that question, I remember our Sunday school teacher had me turn my hands over, and she would use the ruler and, spank on the knuckles. So that's what I accepted. I wasn't going to keep questioning after that. I am no martyr. So when I was about 16, we moved to the United States, and I was exposed to a larger worldview, and I started to realize that, religion's still very prevalent, but there were people like me who had questions about things. So that was another level of acceptance for me. That was, compared to what I'm used to, that was amazing. That was wonderful. What more could I ask for? Well, further down the line, I had a daughter, and bringing a child into this world, it started to make me question even more. What do I need to accept now? What kind of world do I need for her to live in? Parental guilt is a huge deal. So I was faced with a child who might someday get bullied because of my beliefs or my lack of beliefs. What was I to do? So all this month, I've been examining, I've been listening to your stories, and I've been hearing the ways that we're still oppressed, and I've been thinking what to do about them. I noticed in myself I had a play date with another parent, and I was asking about soccer lessons, and this is the answer I get for everything. Have you tried First Baptist Church? Like, that's it. If I want piano lessons, seriously, they offer everything, and it's $2 for everything. It's insane. And what do I do when someone says that to me? I smile and I go, oh, okay, that's great. I'm never going to do that, but okay. And it didn't seem like I did anything there, but actually I censored myself. And it's what I've been doing a lot, and it's what I've been hearing a lot of you doing. We live in Nashville, the buckle of the Bible Belt, and in these tiny, small ways, we censor ourselves. And for the most part, we're non-confrontational beings. We don't want our every act of existence to be a warrior move. We're not trying to fight just to be who we are. We just want to be who we are. But in censoring ourselves, it also doesn't give people the chance to accept us. There's a chance they might not, but we'll never know unless we give them that opportunity. So for this coming month, what I would like to ask all of you to do is maybe think of these little things and give people a chance to accept you. Give them the chance to be a jerk, because I've noticed that in these little small ways, we maybe give people a new perspective, and we give them a chance to think about their character. If they feel the need to be jerks to us, then that's an opportunity that we need to give them. I've realized that I've built it up a lot in my head, that it's usually not as big a deal as I think it's going to be. But coming from my history in Jamaica, I'm always kind of a little afraid they're going to tell me to turn my hands over. So please, this month, in the spirit of our theme of acceptance, examine your insecurities, question them, accept them. I'm going to invite the band back up here, and we're also going to have a moment of silence. This is something we just like to do. You can close your eyes, you cannot. Just take a moment to be grateful, to wonder for all that surrounds us. And after that, we'll be doing a collection. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna have some baskets going around. The organizers worked really hard all month to make this happen. We humbly ask for your donations to keep this thing alive. It's something we really believe in. It's something we really think that our community needs, and we thank you for your support.
And guys, just to let you know, to piggyback on what Chris said, nobody's making any money on this. Everything is going into the proper places, accounts, and all that. But regardless, it costs us almost $500 a month to put this on, with the room rental and all of the other expenditures. So if everyone in here were to give $10, we'd have it done, because we got way more people than that whatever math comes out to. But anyway, I appreciate it in advance. So we're going to do another song now. I hope you guys sing along as well. Well, I woke up to the sound of silence and cries, were cutting like knives in fist fights. And I found you with a bottle of wine, your head in the curtains, your heart like the 4th of July. You swore and said, we are not shining stars. Yes, I know, I never said we are. Though I've never been through hell like that, I've closed enough windows to know you can never look back. Let me hear you. If you're lost and alone, or you're sinking like a stone, carry on. May your paths be the sound of your feet upon the ground. Carry on. Carry on, carry on. So I met up with some friends at the end of the night at a bar on 75.
few announcements, guys. I want to say thank you to the organizers, Landry back there, Adam over here, David and Ashley weren't here today. Thank you so much to Kat and Terry for coming out and speaking for us today. Really appreciate it. So we're working on building community. We have community service projects happening every month. The best way to find out about that stuff is on Meetup or on Facebook. Yesterday, we fed about 60 homeless people a room in the inn. And our plan is to do at least once a month to get out there. We also have brunch the Saturday before, or
Usually the Saturday before the week before, right? So
what he said, yeah.
Yesterday, Saturday a week ago.
But once again, on Facebook or Meetup, we'll let you know about it. If you are hungry, head over to Drifters. We always hang out over there, get to know the people around you. We're really cool and not at all creepy. We have coffee and snacks in the back, so please help yourself and hang out for a bit. Yes, if you wanted to donate but you couldn't because all you have is a card, good news. Tanya has our credit card machine there in the back, so go see her if you'd like to donate, please. And lastly, we really want your feedback and ideas. We need volunteers to make this happen. We need, we're trying to build a community here, so when you get home, get online, find us, and help out. Thank you all so much for coming out this morning. Really appreciate it.